Hello, my wonderful people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on your time zone or anytime you are coming across this platform. If it is your first time and you like what you are watching, kindly subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notifications so that you'll be able to know when we upload a new video. Here in Linda's TV show, we react to all forms of videos, local and international, especially what is happening in Nigeria. I want to seize this opportunity to appreciate YouTube for creating this wonderful platform for us to use to disseminate information. At the same time, I am putting a disclaimer that this platform, Linda's TV show, do not in any way promote misleading information, hate speech, or violence. I do not like those things, so I will never promote them in my platform. We are here to educate and inform the members.
Starting from even though Chukwunuru, they always end up in shame. So if you want to get in the Igbo, use Biafra. So anybody who suddenly wakes up, where the pick Biafra, use Igbo to restore Biafra, that person always end up in shame. Go and check it. Anybody tearing a Biafra, that person will become non-entity. Anybody, Ralph Wazirike is nobody. I don't care what you think about him. He is a nobody. Nnamdikanu is a nobody.
Afrom ihe onyonyo a nwanne anyị nwoke a mere ụmụnna ya ukwu a wee nenecha ya achọrọ m iji okwu ọjọọ wee saa ya okwu. Achọrọ m iteki ya personal. Ọrụ m nchọ ka m jụọ nna ya ukwu a maka ebe ọ ka wee wee iwe, ebe ọ ka wee fụọ m ọfụkwụ otu o si wee kpọọ nna ya Ojukwu afa wee kpọọ iyi ịghọtago na ndị niile gbara mbọ maka Biafra na ha ncha niile nwere onye bara uru. What an insult. Onye ka ọ ga-abụ, onye ka ọ bụ to talk about Ojukwu in that manner. Nna ya Ojukwu bara uru wee immortalize ya rụọ university n'afọ ya nụsị ọtụtụ ife n'afọ ya. Kedu ife nna ya ukwu ama na history? Achọrọ m ịdị diplomatic. Achọrọ m sound derogatory. Maka adị eji ọkụ emenyu ọkụ. Maka otu o si wee kwuo okwu in this insulting manners to ndị gbara mbọ. Ife be did not because we can't continue blame game. Ọmanyere anyị aka. Ịma ọ na-abụ onye egbe ya nyụrụ ọka tabi ụta onye gbagbata etubi ya afa. Ọ na-eme ma na ụmụnna. Human beings naturally dị selfish. A na-achọ ebe uru dị. Ịbịa na ụmụnna kịta ụbọchị a na-egwu ili ma ụbọchị akala ọrụ eburu akwụkwọ na-ede afa ndị dị anụ maka ahịa eke ọrụ ekere ka agwụ na-agwụ mana ụbọchị ahịa eri oriri ada amaki attendant onwe onye isi anatara gị ọdọ sị gị nsogbu go and do what you do. Mana ọ bụrụ afụfụ ahịa ede afa nwaanyị na-ebere ka ịta afụfụ ahụ.
It's true.
Ọ dị football a na-agba bọọlụ kịta ofu onye na-enye goal the whole team celebrate ya. Ada asị na Messi meriri ndị klọb dị otu a. Ada-ekwu ya. Ada-ekwu na Ronaldo meriri. Ronaldo won so club. If I na-ekwu na club a win club a.
Now, this man started by telling you that Nnamdikanu is a nobody. Ojukwu is a nobody. Of course, if Ojukwu and Nnamdikanu is a nobody, that means Nnamdikanu is a nobody. The front premises is a nobody. Of course, COS Dr. Nkosala is a nobody. Before this man, look at this man, village masquerade. This is a problem. Brother Chibo, like I said, is a very polite, human being, very well articulated. He don't joke with his words. He always choose his words carefully. That's just the fact. I follow him. I watch his video, of course, but I know what he did here. You don't want to be harsh on this man. But when like me, I'm just speaking for myself, please. This is my personal opinion. I'm not representing your opinion. But Brother Chimbo is, in as much as he's very polite, but when I see people like him, commenting positively, that can understand, the side where this man, the angle where he's coming from, that can comprehend what the intent of his speech, his video. He's trying to act as if he cares about Igbo people, but there's nothing like caring there. People of his age, even some like Igbo and the rest of them, people who are below his age, some of them is not the flavor these days has to do with the age bracket. It doesn't have there's nothing like they don't have anything. There's nothing like gender or anything. A flavor is a flavor, and they are very, very proud. That's why I said in this era, this social media era now, people can have the courage. People have the courage to come out and show you how senseless they can be without hiding it. We used to hear, Ifajuna. We used to. I don't know Ifajuna in person. I don't think I have seen his picture. But his attitude is now a mantra. Is now one of the slogan that if you want to talk about saboteurs, they will use him as an example. If you do one or two things, they will tell you Ifajuna lineage. But the man Ifajuna, many of us don't even know him. Like if you see his picture, you say, okay, this is Ifajuna picture. I don't know, maybe you may know. But the thing is that Igbo Fulefuna don't even care about their image. They will film themselves, record themselves, upload it. Now, let us talk about how Ojukwu is a non-entity. Nnamdikanu a non-entity, and of course, PM and COS, they are non-entities. In the minds of this masquerade, in his own way of, in his own definition of a non-entity, Ojukwu is a non-entity by giving up everything, his wealth, even his own father's wealth. And as this man, nobody knows. We are struggling to know where he come from. Let's just imagine that. I have not seen Ojukwu like one-on-one in person. But if I have not seen anybody in Igbo land physically that criticizes Ojukwu, I have not. That is just the gospel truth. I have not, apart from Ijele speak, I have not seen any other person on social media, like from that claim that's from Igbo that criticizes Ojukwu. Igbo Fulef then, if they want to criticize Ojukwu, they may do that secretly. But this class of this new Igbo Fulef, they will on their own camera by themselves, record themselves, say all manner of nonsensical things and put it out there. That is the height of it. That is the level of stupidity and idiocy that our people are now showing to the people, to the whole world. When I see people like Chibo speaking about it, that they gladden my heart. Is a light, is a sign that sensible people are still around, people that can, because sometimes I wonder, does it mean that am I the only one seeing the flop of these people? Am I the only one that struggle, that hear them, or I don't? Sometimes I feel like, what is going on? We have a lot of people who could say one or two things. They are not saying anything. I'm not even talking about. I'm not saying they should talk about Fulani, or Nigerian government, anything, but your own Igbo people, your own Igbo brothers that are showing their muscle when in anything that has to do with their own. You see them flexing their muscle, showing you strength, acting as if they, we are here now, we day here, we can do and don't do. Now, Ojukwu academically, this man is nowhere. He can't get close. Financially, he can't get close. You talk about, Ifejiwoke, physically, this man, there's no way, not even his lineage, nobody from his lineage, past and present and future, that will get to the level of Ojukwu, physically. Yet, Ojukwu is an entity. For protecting that land, you see, this Igbo land you are talking about, the Fulani, movement and the jihadists, and like this man called it, he said he's just a father. Maybe you never can tell. Fulani people did not start trying to. They did not just start trying to take our land. They have been trying that for centuries. Ojukwu is one of those that did something that slowed it or stopped it for a time being. And due to Igbo, treacherous life of Igbo people, Ojukwu was sabotaged. He faced a lot of sabotage on his own father's well. To not Igbo people do not contribute anything. Ask anybody how many fundraising did the Igbo people conducted during 1967 to 1970? No fundraising. Who funded it? Guy asked. Yet this man have the audacity to call him names. He only that singular act. And go and check the history. Ojukwu did not call for war. Ojukwu did not call for war. Even after massacring Igbo people, he still did not call for war. Video that we played here yesterday said it all. And I'm going to play it again after this so that you understand the testimony or the revelation from that our brother that told the story the way it is. He witnessed it live. He said that when train from the north then brought down some Ndebulebu, Manigebu police from Nugu to Anebu. This one is not that my father told me. He said he was there, he saw it. He was there in Enugu when Ojukwu, after receiving the bodies of Igbo youth, Igbo men, Igbo children from the north, not one, not two, because once they drop it, they will go and bring another one. That is the history, according to what I was told. The man actually confirmed it yesterday that truly they packed dead body and come and dump it here, for you in the eastern part. That is to prove. Do you know the provocation? Do you know the level of provocation as a soldier like Ojukwu was? You know that your colleague in the army and some northerners have slaughtered your people, countless number of them in every part of the north. They buy people. I think they buy in Yoruba land. I don't know. But the history always mentioned northern part. I don't know if there's any buying of Igbo people, of course, in Yoruba land. Maybe, please, if you know, you can also, let us know when we open our line. Now, Ojukwu saw this thing, and do you know what he did? Instead of him to command Igbo youth, Igbo men and women to go after the northerners in the Igbo eastern part, even though they're very small in number, but at least call around there whatever we are. Keep it good from Maybe and Kaf. Ojukwu gave them chance and told them, you guys have seen what is going on. Your people are not buying our people in the north. They get a matter of mind. This kind of decision, can somebody who actually want to fight, can he do that kind of thing? He told them, okay, I'm going to protect you people. Okay? So nothing will happen to you. Ojukwu started protecting them from when they went outside. He made sure that they left Igbo land peacefully and go back to north. Some story has it that they actually went back, even northern soldiers in Anibo, from Barak, were not go back. They were now mobilized. After going back, they now mobilized and joined the North to come back to Igbo land to fight again. I hope you are following what I'm saying. After bringing down those Igbo from north, Ojukwu saw it. He understand what happened, what has just happened. People were persuading him, no, we can't continue. Ojukwu was no. It was like, no, don't do that. Let's just to make peace. He allowed the northerners in the east to go back. They went back, and those of them that went back joined the northerners in the north. Come down to fight war. Do you understand it? So far they born and not but what happened? It was even Igbo students, especially those of them in UNN, then persuaded Ojukwu and all that, and they started defending the border. No, they did not march to Kaduna to start the war from there, where they actually buy our people. No, instead of going all out there, they started protecting the border, which is a sign of those who don't even want war. Just be in your own terrain. Let me be my own side. They refused because they want to invade. Where was this man's father? Where was his mother? What was his uncle? What did they do? What is his contribution that made Ojukwu a non-entity? Without those things that Ojukwu did then, by now, I feel we give back them. Although he may be a Muslim, because it is very difficult to see an Igbo man growing this kind of beer. I don't know, maybe in the olden days, but now, and he lives in Germany, you never can tell. So you don't imagine anyway, listen. Before we go, please like the video in case if you are just joining us. Chichi baby, I see you. Anthony, Emeka, I see you. Chibi Miracle, Isodo, I see you. And our own mommy happy me. All of you in the comment section. Eji Kem, I see you. Madam Origin, all of you in the comment section. May God bless you. Please do me a favor by hitting the like button as we go forward. Thank you.
So everybody is to partake here, share the glory. That's human being for you. Ija abroad get out. Mel from a good only on natural contact. Man, I know how many deport to get deport for that block what the delete yanum.
Which is true.
I beside the hand for the saber shift.
That is true.
Only on natural partake in one natural partake now for blame game. Amenyerayaka. My congregation may not be fair to poor Robafia. I don't put a good yoke Bahakanemia. All the Mandela succeeded after in South Africa and never have freedom. I had a Mandela Tangota. Can even know your Jukumedi Japonia. George Urundi can be able to wear respect for him. If you are a case, well, if you are a from Bonata. Let Chief Dr. Oliver Goliath welcome from Ivory Coast. So when we go back, and we saw Nabate free. If we get so now, when Nabata, I went to a John Nayu, Amaron Makemana, if we can add a number, but I'm on his record.
In Anea, but I think what Joseph where is Botoku here. That he don't know his record, name and no fake, na ton number. No figure at a number. I know you go looking at this man or a number. You never can tell. No figure at a number. The thing is, it's not only him. It's not only him. Watch. It's not only him.
He provide, he was a solution in the face of troubles. So maybe if I go on
yes, sir.
Kampala peace talk in Uganda. So now go seeking nobody if you here. The political grandmasters are not able to raw job. And what do you make football on your 1 year?
If when you listen to people like Brother Chibo here, you can see through. He understands the problem. It's not as if this man have a block in his skull. He see the problem here, but maybe one or two things that he cannot be proud to reveal to you in the public is what is pushing him. It could be that he married to a Muslim person in Germany. It could be that he has 1 or 2 business or inheritance from his father in the north. Maybe 4 square meter land or 5 square meter land, even if it's 800 square meter. That's enough. He will not come out and tell you, because of that my land, I will do this, I will do that. No. He will do everything to keep on pushing this agenda. The Muslim is no good now because of Muslim that ever since started talking about Biafra. Look at him, that he said that anybody talking about Biafra that come out to restore Biafra will always end up in shame. But he mentioned Ojukwu, he mentioned Mazamukani, he mentioned Owazurike, right? Now, these 3 people that he mentioned, all of them, even as of this moment, are far better than him, that never for once talk about Biafra or fight for Biafra. I don't know if you're following what I'm saying. He said that, imagine somebody calling other people, a non-entity. For you to couple like these people that he mentioned, that means you must be very, very special being. Like life is very, very excellent to you. You have access to everything, because as of today, Wazirike is richer than this man, more famous and more popular than this man. Wazirike is more, is more of a state person than this man. Right? Then you talk of Ojukwu. Only the name Ojukwu is what paving way for Bianca today. Bianca, what can apart from Ojukwu, mention one thing that Bianca is known for. Bianca's access and what makes Bianca is Ojukwu name. Only the name. A name that if you mention it to even a child of 8 years in the north, he will tell you that he knows Ojukwu. This man, like me, and I don't even know the state where he come from, let alone knowing what he can offer. All of them calling people that, like, okay, I don't, maybe you say that I'm calling Ojukwu is far older than him, but he called him an entity. PM Simon Ekpa, he can't even compare his achievement in his own age, popularity, more fame, more of a state person than this man. All of them, are you getting what I'm saying now? Now, you come down to COS, who is now currently in charge. There's no way academically, financially, more of a state person than this man. Yet, anybody that has of Biafra will always end up in shame. I don't know who is now in shame. Is it you or them? Please, someone should just make this to make sense, because for you to call somebody an idiot, you must be very, very smart than that person. For you to say that call somebody a poor man, you must be very rich than that person. Otherwise, you cannot just call, but like Brachibo said here, that he don't know him, but no fake. Now, number, like Madam Origin stated it here. Where is that your comment? If you can turn number, oh my, Brachibo, we might honor you well. Don't figure out turn number. Where's that Madam Origin? There's a way she. Then I see you're welcome. You're welcome. Ofegen foreign land. I can't see that. I think I saw your message before that. Ofegen Atonam and look at it here. So this is somebody that want you to listen to him. Just imagine that. Please, if you're not joining us, I will encourage you to help me hit the like button. Let us get the like button up. We have only 68 at this point, and you have 100 people watching. Please do me a favor by tapping that button that says like. Okay, give it a thumbs up. Very, very important. I tell you, let me take it back a bit. There's something he said here that I want us to understand that part very, very well.
Solution in the face of troubles. So make one if I go on hand took my book very mother I know the Moki Begisona Raiga again Jetta Abuni Accord like Kampala peace talk in Uganda. And so now go singing nobody feels so here. The political grandmasters are non Britain raw job. And what do you make football on your 1 year? What do you make Baba? Come on, Muddy, I will pick a warrior.
In Anya, after reminding this if that just died in few short video, he just but no matter even if you like bring a very giant board and marker, begin to write and draw, how just to explain to him, he will not understand it because he's wired not to understand anything meaningful. The way he's being wired, he will not understand anything. And he said here, Kamaiga bo a coward, warrior. Because at the end of the day, they will sit by you. The difference between a warrior and a coward is that a warrior have a chance to survive. And that chance you have to create it by how courageous you are, how serious and determined you are. If not, Ogahega or Hagesbotaho. But if you summon courage and stand on the side of the truth and do what you are doing diligently, you will end up somehow maybe recovering. You may have something to protect yourself. But the moment you turn down this option and begin to see yourself, I cannot talk more like that one, that ganja man, that the one we played yesterday said that na again. No, they're not possible. Nobody said you should go and fight for war. Nobody is calling for war. What Biafrans Nnamdikanu called for referendum. Nnamdikanu called for referendum. PM called for referendum, and because we have seen how the others have called for referendum and how the whole thing ended, he organized self-referendum. That even Nigerian government, Nigerian mainstream media was talking about the method. How can they, that people voted all over the world without having any network delay or slowness or crash. You go there and vote. All right? That they were kind of questioning why don't we, how they can adopt that method of voting. But of course, if you do that, they will mount somebody in the system to corrupt it. Maybe after voting, the vote will just vanish. They will find a way to manipulate it. But that's for them though, because you have to fight corruption before you have that kind of system. Because at the end of the day, somebody will be the one to operate it. The database of that will be in the hands of somebody. So that's why when people say you cannot solve problem of Nigeria, it's not out of hate, but it's just being realistic. Because if you introduce any software that is going to be difficult for you to manipulate. Once you vote one, you can't vote two, that kind of thing, whether temperate or not temperate. People will be that somebody that people called people that are there's a name that immigration call their own. They are the one in charge of the data. They can also change something. Do you understand? They have access to delete everything. So no matter how secure we think that the system will be, they will still penetrate it. So it's not going to work. So those ones called for referendum, PM conducted, organized with the Biafrans. They decided to work on it and they achieved it. Self-referendum was conducted and carried out, and millions of Biafrans voted without any complaint. That is, have you seen anybody today running propaganda about that self-referendum? No. Because we are all voted. Even them voted. Some voted in support, some voted against. At the end of the day, majority carried the vote. Have you seen anybody that's challenged that self-referendum? Not at all. Because it was too authentic. Database, that's it. There's another name for it. When I had issue before with immigration back then, that's what they call that, because I have to travel back to Abuja to solve that problem, because they are the one in charge. They made a mistake in my name 2 times. They forced me to go to Abuja head office to ratify that. When I went there, they interviewed me and they said a lot of things. They have to call the people that are in charge of the database. There's another word they use, what they call those people. If I remember that way, I will say it here. But let's continue. I don't want to, because of that, stop more than what I'm saying. But I understand what I said. Yes, it's better than baseball. There's another word they call that. Anyway, these people understand what PM did, and this is to tell you that everybody that this man called non-entity are in line with peaceful, separation. Nobody's for war, even the type of Ojuku. But you cannot force people to fight you, and you don't know what to say. You just keep quiet. Remember what Gumi said. I'm gonna bring that one as well. Gumi made it clear to us that to everybody, there's a war going on, and this war is between nomadic Fulani, according to him, with others. They asked him, others is what? He said those that are not Fulani. So you that is saying Nnamdikanu made a mistake by forming ESN, that war that is coming from the spokesperson of NNAMDI will take war. Shegumi said it on air. And you are against your brother for being proactive to protect your forest. So that when these people fighting for war, when they come to you, you have someone to stop them. You don't have about your ring light. How can they are causing problem? They are bringing this problem to our people. Master Kanu's people that Biafra is always a backward, but it means backward. My people, if you see any woman sounding like that, they are your number. In fact, Fulanis are better than like that. Chegumi is a saint because he told you there's a war, so that you can close your door. Those of them that shouting, why are you closing the door? You don't need to close the door. Your own is just to close the door. You are causing problem. You are putting fear in the minds of the people. Give us some away. They are calling for your head indirectly because what they're trying to do is to take or shift your mind away so that they are not going to get so. If you can work yourself, you can ask no. You are very deep in your own sleep. Now you are no longer here. A dog. I got one. I cannot buy a dog. But was it to a walk? Between your wagon or Gonada. Now, and he not said this war is only is against Fulanese in the north and non-Fulanese in the north. Is between Fulanese in the north and non-Fulanese in the north. No, he said this war is everywhere, and the man keep on warning Nigerians. He even said, "Be careful." Go recently, Nigerian army and Nigerian security forces should be very careful how they treat Ndi. What again do you want? That man is actually helping everybody. To be honest with you, Bushegumi is helping you, telling you the truth. It's something that it may sound funny or it may sound weird to you, but somehow it is what you need. You need the truth. You need the truth. That truth is what will make you to understand what is going on. Please help me hit that button. We let us see if we can get to 80 people, 100 people liking the video. We have only 83 people, and the people watching now is way too higher than that. Please get a thumbs up, make it to at least 100. So how can you feel bad about what you could be saying when he is trying to bring the reality before you, telling you what you should expect? No one that war is already that war is ethnic war. That's what they call it. And some people are still telling you that massacre is the problem. Watch.
I tell you, my call happened at Houston. My cable I beg you in my war.
In Ania.
That's the end result. Mani yaban nekere. Onya to na so nwe. Oye jina na so nwe.
True.
I don't want to hear people was Igbo. When I found the kind of understanding nowhere. Every in the house of Biafra. Oh, what all Guana Choma? Okay, they're going to go to a Nigeria Dictator. Who didn't know now your hunter kissing them? And one Gala when the book about come on higher like armed forces. A Poconia Gunaka, which is not the best. I'm going to go met all that in Africa and Nigeria, but very horrible states. I want the attack on MNK Ota. Which man I'm born and if you know your taxi, but I'm going to name my native target as super if I'm born. Get all on Afia, off your banner, in the family, but I want to go more to calls. If I can't do it, I don't win. No cook and you say them because as of me, fast of I can't even get that. Came back away different groups. Oh, when this is how I brought Biafra Hanazo, Kesa for Buddha Habo Hanazo, Kesa for Buddha, then Casino Hanazo, and my brother Biafra, then Casino, different groups, factions. Adamano no defa. Nkubeze can you go in them? Say, post to go the phone and so for now on my side. So now we put as a apostle no blame. If I thought no whatever is where MNK Ota. Yeah?
Divine T, thank you so much. Thank you, of course, Tina. Tina, thank you, and our sister Franca Okonkwo. You know, Divine T, what you said is true. What you said is true. It is hard time we start dealing with this kind of people so that others will learn their lessons. Oh, what you see this thing you said here? That is another truth that is very, very painful and very, very weak to believe. But I will tell you, I'm not saying you should go and fight anybody, but there's nothing we can pretend or no matter how you see it, you go nowhere until you deal with these people, which is one of the most difficult things to do in freedom movement. Every freedom movement or every agitator, every people that fighting for their freedom passed through this thing. That's what Madam Origin always called the red group, using Finland template. The red group. You must deal with the red group for you to be free. And that's a sign that you are in a very big mess. One of the signs that you are in a very big mess is you must have a red group in you. It is normal. Please like the video, get the like button up, like the video. You must have it. Is a must. It's one of the things that comes with people that have been, treated like what people are going through now. If you don't have a red group, that means you are not totally the mess that you find yourself is not that complete. It's not as mess as it's supposed to be. The number of the level of red group you have in your midst is a testimony or is a kind of a sign that truly you need help. Truly you need freedom. Truly you need to do something. The more red group you have, the more sign, the more it's been proven that you need to do something to free yourself. And unfortunately, people who look like this man are the one, doing that nonsensical thing. Now hear him again.
Non-state actors
now, if they don't know the rule of engagement, we are coming to that. Now, there's something I want to flag before we go forward, because there's something Brachibo said here about army. Okay, Nigerian army. Now, some of them were integrated in the in our water. It's not, some people actually believe. They think that when you say that, you are insulting Nigerian army or you are, you are going out of line. No, read this. This is coming from Daily Post. All right, this is from Daily Post, and as you have it here, this is May 4th, 2025. This year, one of the headlines read: "Reintegrating repentant Boko Haram fighters, vital for national security." Not insecurity, vital for national security. Nigerian government. Are you getting the point? That Nepo Batandi Boko Haram. Remember, as a Boko Haram member, the training is different from normal, army training. They are trained to go after maybe ndị kwere Chiozo, ndị na-adịkpa isi ana. They were trained to that women should be a subject to them. They are trained to see anybody that doesn't, if you don't grow your so the training is totally different and it is uncomparable. Bringing them to these people without proper I don't think there's no training to change the minds of somebody who have biased people for believing in Nachiozo, or who believe in the world infidel, all of a sudden to become army of a supposedly secular state like Nigeria to be an army in such environment, it is detrimental because you actually bring in terror to the masses. And who actually reintegrate them? Have you asked yourself who actually reintegrate them and what are the messages the person has to pass to them that made them repented? Like, who is the trainee? Who is in charge of repenting them? What is the message that they pass to them that made them call them repented? Imagine a Bugu sympathizer preaching to Bugu member and end up telling you that person has been repented. I don't want to go for it, but you know what I'm trying to say. Please hit that button. Now let's go back to Brother Chibo. This is just to prove to that what Brother Chibo said is not just a mere talk. It is here. You can see the evidence. Now.
But if they will be a hunter without a proper orientation, human beings are animals before him. I'll go to accord.
Brother Chibo is not a member of DOS. He have never worked with Master Nnamdikanu about the Biafra movement. But he's commenting from afar. But you can see how articulated he sounds. You can see how the knowledge he has about what happened and what Biafra Liberation Army, what Biafra Liberation is all about. You can see through everything. He says something very, very important here. That this issue of Ndebirebe, is all about orientation. That because of the problem at hand, the danger, there's no much time to train them to that expectation. But you don't have any other choice than to give them this to protect the land. But people who work with Master Nnamdikanu, who claim to be an insider, we turn around and tell you, oh, that everything is the way it is now because Nnamdikanu is a supreme liar. He don't mean anything good for Biafrans. He always against the Biafrans. He is this, he is that. How can you now justify that? Because you cannot see the reason behind everything. Now, these people blaming Nnamdikanu, they don't blame people that kidnap him, so that vacuum, they created a vacuum that many of you are not complaining about. You clap for them to kidnap Nnamdikanu. Today you are complaining. You are complaining bitterly. Watch out.
People there hunt away. They will see a situation, maybe state of emergency. Human beings will appear like an animal, makana, or like an orientation. Say what of them they be there. Over the way, prisoners and this is a jailbreak. Boys volunteer. So that period, the Cheromo, go to the Kumaka invasion. Case where to invade Igbo land and so many other things. So the enthusiasm who are feeling and all the period that everywhere was protected.
Okay. He's confirming to you that everywhere was protected. Even after his kidnapping, PM started preaching the same thing, and everywhere was protected. Do you know why we started having issue? It was those who claimed that ESN should be under their control, and somehow they are no longer under their control because they were fighting between them. They were fighting PM. They think that PM is taking away their job away from them, and for that singular act, they want to prove otherwise by making sure that they stop everything unstoppable, just to get back at Biafrans, just to prove a point which I don't know why. I don't know what is their problem, to be honest with you, but somehow they want to prove a point. Please, you can see the video here. People, this is Fulani people cutting people's farmland, bringing it down. But Atibo merge everything together so that you can now see the activities of these people.
Watch. I can't procreate. Sinapuzi na afya go. Ana apostle no pleb. Ana atayota. Nkege we pota. Me yono. Wesi ni fedi in zoria ewe hode baru. In times of reputation, I'm going to go. I don't want to talk down on you, man. I'm going to do how to get. Can I go to get you? No, you pay. I'm a man. Big get you a man. Dim, let's chief to make God make good. Only able to talk down on you. Only able to talk against him. MNK alone. See, from a royal background. MNK alone. Buchari and Mabuni when they went supper. Mackenzie Maria or sacrifice lost on an near or to Thomas in the honey. I believe I am pushing. I believe you have to cook when they have. They were on the balloon. Academically, his academic prowess, and now you can work on Megariao. Canada Kuna Macarina Marongi. His academic prowess. Give me another comparison.
Adam Manakana. And he says something here. Oh, Makabaya at the end of which is true. John, this man never this chimpanzee. People from your lineage, what have you done positively? You can't do it. Your own, maybe we're sent just to fight those who have something to offer. Can you do it? You can't. You can't. You always come out on your camera, begin to talk. You are talking as if you have something to offer. You cannot do it. You can't. I know why Bratibo is not mentioning maybe PM here. Because, people who claim they hate him, because they don't know, many people don't know that the main problem is not about PM, it's about those who fighting PM. And everybody and all those things. If only now fight the PM, because just like when Buhari told Goodluck Jonathan, I will make your government ungovernable. That is what US and their people did. Just take a look at who is Ebek case for his who. Pure DOS member. And if you name it, why this guy stop our zonal contribution as a coordinator somewhere in Israel? They are the one that fueled insecurity. One of them, they are the one that fueled it, and they fueled it thinking that they are hurting PM, creating this vacuum and problem going on every corner of our in our land. They did that because they think that that's the best thing to do. And propaganda, time will tell, because you see everything that happened in secret is going to come out later. By now. In future, people will sit down and tell the story, the secret behind it. As the hot is dishing it out little by little. And it must get to that point. It must get to that point whereby everybody got put a Today, PM look like a bad person in the eyes of average people. Because DS understand the game. PM wage verbal war with them. Yes, verbal war. And they did it. He conquered them single-handedly. They recruited people they thought they were going to chase him away from social media. Use what they did, in social media to compare. They don't mind to get away innocent souls just to blackmail PM. And after those things, Biafrans, people are now targeting Thomas Nnamdikanu because they have to trace it in their own mind. They are tracing it back to the origin of the source of the problem. If I begin to play some clips here from these people, some of you will be discouraged. Our people, to be honest with you, they are very few in number, not many. That's good news. But what they're doing, the energy they're investing in making sure they blackmail their own is too much. Is too much. And there's no need for that. There's no need to go to that extent. But they have to do it because at the end of the day, the target, the primary purpose is to blackmail Biafran Prime Minister. There's a video of OTMF4 where he actually said a little bit, he just touched, said little just a drop of truth, not just a drop. And what did he say? He said that DOS are the one doing everything just to blackmail Simon Ekpa, because they are angry that Simon Ekpa outshined them, which is a very big problem, because Igbo people we gossip a lot, and we show our jealousness without hiding it. We can even be brutal in some cases about it, which is very, very bad. Triple M, I see you. God bless you for joining me. And I can see your comment. Did you Barrister Ifa Ejiofor crying out that Benjamin Madubugo is trying to buy him? Yes, that was last. It's almost 2 weeks now. He said that. But oh no, who came from where Benjamin Madubugo is from? What did he say in his recent video? That Nnamdikanu, he's praying that he will come out. Now that he felt that Nnamdikanu is not coming out like he expected, or maybe today Nnamdikanu has failed. He's now running another video telling you that this is why he is calling him out, for him to, so that he can face what he caused in Igbo land. Are you kidding me? This is the minds of our people. Propaganda with lies. Propaganda organized or cooked up by a liar is always like that. They can say anything at any given time just to navigate their way and make money out of it. Some people see what is going on, like they have called many of them to share money to them, and they are doing what they're doing. Sometimes when you listen to them, you'll be tempted to believe that somebody have funded them, somebody is paying them to say, because it is laughable. Something that you have known for years, all of a sudden, you format your memory and begin to yap nonsense. How can you not defend that kind of thing? How can you, where will you start to defend that kind of thing? You see the danger, you can see the plan they have. Imagine this one that lives in Germany, dragging Ojuku, dragging Masamagana. Then of course, PM Samaneba will be Gabon Ofenkupu. Then COS, of course, Gabon Ofenkupu. Why? He lives in abroad. Even if you don't believe your own people from other tribes, they are shocked. They're in shock. They are confused about some of these people, which I'm going to play a few clips from them after this one. Just watch.
I said intelligence. Guess I didn't miss.
He can just
such affluence where people such crowds or metal see again with weaknesses. So such a situation or where Bambo came where rescue operation, protect our mothers. And no man, I'm about to do Gumaro somewhere what is face.
Okay.
Na Israel. I'm about to do good na TF Gumaro. I'm telling you what food. You could not get a money somewhere. Set up was in the middle of the journey or end of the land crash. You can't eat it. Go on the music game. I bet you can correct ever. If you are on
because not only channel a lot of nonsense here. No, this is not the first time. That's why I'm not mad. Okay, but I'm confused the number of people coming out these days. Okay, sounding like him, but him I know already. Oh yeah, if you could ever, you called him. He for the forget number. Oh yeah, call.
Like on the center of his own word, Mamu when Yamarum went the Mamu. Ojobu no ya, you know, Kampanakia. But I give you a say, Nandini. Anu Hano good. Anna Manya Monia actually wear when you good year.
Omokanaka.
I'm
that one.
I know Naga, if I did I watch with a go. Manana.
Enania. In the Chiboku. Na ye no na ya. If it is no better they go. gospel. Now, listen. Some of us, maybe I'm in Imo State, I'm in Anambra, I'm in Ebonyi, I'm in Abia, I'm in Delta, I'm in River State, I'm in Uyo, I'm in Cross River. Only una twice. That's confessional war, right? Like that. Even about Cold War. Go quietly. He may not even fire a gunshot, but not walking on here. Would not drag or week of in economy of the nation. I will be the good center. Man, I get up yes, now, but Anna, we are me and again. Oh, me to take again. Oh, when they couldn't give a fanaga, he's to stop one also. And I was he. Oh, when they could their church program. Ha nọ n'ime church ọgwụ abịa ozu ha n'ọzọ. In a the thing now. So o merite gị some of us need to go through there before you now see through it, which is very, very wrong. Very, very wrong. Now let's
I know now. Because I want if I were say maka if I okuru we basically we. Nse ka ka wodi ya maka ndị ya afta ko board efa. Say na puzie blame game. Ọ bụrụ na arab one day okay enwezi ya na agwazi na ebe imetaria if you create na kwa ebe si make mistake na ka case me ọ dị mma ọ bụrụ gị nwa e bụrụ na onwero nke pasata ọtụtụ na ebe blame game gị na enwero original you have no plan. No, I am Johnny Bukugari no na
that's no plan, my brother. Originally they don't have any plan. They don't have, and they don't care. They don't have plan. They don't even care to have. Their own mindset is how to, and no, if I get men no, I got on there. I'm on my or we go in their head in the chica gas. I don't understand. So I'm struggling to find out the reason behind what they're doing, like to understand what is pushing them, what makes them to feel that what they're doing is the right thing to do. I don't know. The quick get it.
Now you already I can granite on a basket. And then we're okay to begin. Adam is one more Adam I Adam is swear what up. Macateblo they were up like a cop. I wouldn't be book. I made the faith to money. I brought to go to Bobby Quafova. Manobro and I have get an upper hand. And whenever I cannot tamper, I think I did nomadic snap. Never did none as of the warriors in their days. I just say I am one source of bunch of cowards. They display acts of cowardice. I fire be a banana. Erapani go do if I can undo. The corner moment again security, and I am whatever I to fight. I ain't aware of Sicily, and when was abroad, or they can do another paya. Like on and now you go abroad, the Tom to give only good or no hand you go so to Talo. The Tom no Nathan. Nakamana up whatever and Nata, or bros or see the good radio. Who on another webata? In Konya Messi to quiet out. Now, but I talk about a joke. Oh, we've about a them. Yes, if you may be Kale, man, at least the rich also cried in his days.
Yes.
The rich also cried. This is an Ihonia. Kani with them, my God, them when them 9 years. So then we have to make it better than we met it. And the posterity will lay curses on us. Even our children, they are greatly disappointed by Sister Ihonia, now brother Paul.
Now, if you here, is gospel. Pure gospel. And the people criticizing Mas Nnamdikanu, this like what Brachibo said here. He came back like he said that he's coming. And he came. He may arrest or give up. Lugo made you or give me up. Kuchugolo Nifa will believe in you. Or give up. It was enough for people like New
update you. So ụmụ ọjọọ ndị ibelibe ụmụ efulefu si na n'Igbo ama ndị mma n'ojidere ọsụbe nna mebie abịa ebe show nọ update n'ojiziri pụta kịta maka na ụmụ na-agbajisi elu nko gaa nara amnesty jee nara amnesty ka n'ojiziri pụta dịka ikpeazụ abụọ onye ewudere ọkpọ otu n'ime ndị na-achụ ha sizere ọha na sponsor ha ya bụ new update no wedere wepụta anyị n'okwu egwu ahụ ka anyị na-afụ so
ọkwa ifego ebe onye nke agbadoro okwu nke ya like okwu ya na ebe ọ gbado ebe o setara okwu ya bụ na ndị na-wepụtara wefa ichekwe okirikiri ala Igbo ekwueze na ndị abụrụ ndị ọjọọ na ha bụ ndị ọjọọ ha na-arụzi ọjọọ ọ bụ na ha na-arụ ọjọọ anọ m ebe a na-ana protect ndị na-eme ife ọjọọ no but ebe ọ bụla ịchọpụtara mfa na-arụ ọjọọ ife ị ka dị ime bụ ịchọ kedu ndị isi ndị a ke ndị na-finance ndị a reach out to them wetụrụ onye ọsụ kpọọ ọnụ na fon wee kpọọ PM na fon si ya PM na-ekwenekwa ife anyị na-agabiga n'ọsụ ebe anyị bi na-ekwenekwa ife na-eme n'ọsụ na-ekwenekwa ife ndị ọsụ mee no instead ndị ọsụ ife na-anụkwa on social media I'm not from ọsụ a na-ekwu na ndị ọsụ na-akpa nkata ka a ga-esi wee chụpụ ndị agha na-echekwaba obodo because na ndị gọvanọ which of course ndị na gọọmenti agwa nafa na ENÉNÉ unu na ndị Fulani na-complain unu na-eme ọrụ fa dị difficult. Governor have to do something otherwise man relate ya na his government has again because all that na from Abuja. Now some people know subu ndị akpịrị ego wepụta pure preaching deceive with ndị befa ka turn again. This is the report I know then no owero yo support and counter with another better story no instead for banket until the PM knows ha chapụta kwueze onye ka run platform 2023 ka ebe ya nọrọ mebe platform ba 2024 no ọkwa nke ikpeazụ ka ya nọ n'afịa this guy na us na from us and many also people that are if you are from also people need to speak from that angle if you are from there ọkama kịta ọ bụrụ na ife onye a na-ekwube eziokwu ibe ka ndị ụwa mara ka ịghọtago ọ bụrụ na ife ọ na-ekwube eziokwu ịbịa support onye a na-anụ ụlọ gị with proof ọ bụrụ na ife ọ na-ekwu dị against maybe na ebe nọ na kwuo because na awakpo ụnụ n'ike using government power and all that then inwe ike ịmaka iswere iche atọ ndị na-anọrọ n'ọsọ ekwu nke bụ eziokwu ka ndị mmadụ mata ebe ife na-eme si eme Here, Shegumi.
We are talking about ethnic war.
So is that ethnic war, right?
Yes, it's going on. Yes.
So between which ethnic group?
Between now the nomadic Fulani, the headsmen, and the others. If they are, the others means anybody who's not them.
Please listen again.
Talking about banditry, we are talking about ethnic war.
So is that ethnic war, right?
Yes, it's going on. Yes.
So between.
So this thing that you are calling banditry and bandit leader is ethnic war. You know what ethnic war? Before me, no. I am a Fulani. I am Igbo. I am Yoruba. I am Hausa. I am Efiki. I am Modese. I am a German. You are speaking from angle of your own ethnicity. Fulani now wake up and say, all of you, you are my enemy, I'm going to wage war against you anywhere you are. Whether you are close to me or whether you are far, it's all about waging war against you. And that war is what this Shigumi is talking about. That this thing you are calling banditry is not just banditry, it's an ethnic war. That means validating what Masakano said earlier, all these years. Now, in fact, they are coming, that they are coming to invade your land. What is that thing that is in your own ethnicity that Fulani want to take away? They are not coming to feed cow like they meant it to. They want you to understand. No, they are coming to take your land. And when you hear Ruga,
Thank you so much for sticking to this video to the end. Like I said before, now it's time for us to go to the comment section to air our mind and our opinion. Say what you think about this video and this platform. Do it constructively. Share this video, like, subscribe, and also continue to watch Linda's TV show, because this is the home of news. Until I see you again in my next video, remain blessed. For now, I would say bye-bye.